When counting cars ended, many thought Danny Koker's career was over. He had lost 35 pounds from stress, faced a $2.7 million lawsuit, and his marriage was falling apart. But in 2024, the Count made a shocking comeback. While his old show pulled in $15 million a year, his new venture doubled that in just months. But the real surprise had nothing to do with cars. Today, we're diving into how Danny Koker rebuilt his empire and why fans say he's almost unrecognizable. Born on January 5th, 1964 in Cleveland, Ohio, Danny grew up surrounded by cars. His father, a Ford executive, introduced him to the industry early on. But his family wasn't just about cars. His dad was also a musician, playing for Cathedral Quartet. By age 11, Danny was performing at Carnegie Hall, blending his love for music with mechanics. At 8, his dad gave him a motorcycle not just to ride, but to take apart and rebuild. That moment sparked his obsession with machines. By his teens, he was helping his dad with car projects, learning everything hands-on. By 16, he was modifying engines, and at 18, he transformed his 1979 Camaro Z28 into a street-legal race car. In 1990, Danny took an unexpected turn into television, hosting Saturday Fright at the Movies as Count Cool Rider. Dressed as a vampire, he introduced horror films with humor, motorcycles, and Elvis references. Fans loved it, and even after the show ended in 2001, the Count became his permanent nickname. His passion for cars led him to open Count's Customs, a small Las Vegas shop specializing in custom motorcycles. His work quickly gained attention, especially after his custom 1932 Ford Roadster. By 2002, he expanded into a larger space, working on classic cars and custom parts. Then in 2004, everything changed. Ozzy Osbourne requested a custom motorcycle, and the Bat-themed design went viral, making Count's Customs famous. By 2010, Danny had turned his shop into a brand, launching a tattoo parlor, a rock bar called Count's Vamped, and a merchandise line. What started as a passion project became a 30,000 square feet empire with over 50 employees, proving Danny Koker was far from finished. Danny Koker's rise to fame began on Pawn Stars in 2009 when he appraised a 1968 Mustang GT Fastback as the owner of Count's Customs in Las Vegas. His deep car knowledge and charismatic personality quickly made him a fan favorite. Over 3 years, he appeared in 23 episodes, earning the nickname The Count due to his past as a horror movie show host. After nearly leaving the show due to a heated argument with Rick Harrison, Danny was given more creative control, strengthening their on-screen chemistry. In 2011, producer Brett Montgomery saw Danny negotiating for a rare 1970 Plymouth Superbird and realized his passion could carry its own show. Counting Cars premiered on August 13, 2012 on the History Channel, following Danny and his team as they bought, restored, and sold classic vehicles. The show was an instant hit, drawing 3.1 million viewers in its debut and sometimes outperforming Pawn Stars. By 2014, it aired in 150 countries and was translated into 38 languages. However, its popularity had unintended consequences. Las Vegas police reported a 37% rise in classic car thefts, partly linked to the show's influence. Danny's signature rocker look, long hair, all-black outfits, and skull designs made him stand out. He believed in a lucky leather jacket he had owned since 1989, never washing it and keeping $10,000 sewn into a pocket for surprise purchases. In one of the most emotional episodes, he restored a Vietnam veteran's Corvette and gifted it to the widow, bringing him to tears. The episode became the highest rated in the show's history, with 4.3 million viewers. With Counting Cars' success, Count's Customs expanded from a 7,000 square feet shop to a 40,000 square feet facility. By 2020, Danny's 50-person team was completing 75 custom builds annually, earning over $15 million a year. Merchandise sales added another $3 million by 2021, and his venture into selling rare car parts contributed 20% of his revenue. By 2022, Danny's expertise attracted celebrity clients, including Ozzy Osbourne, LeBron James, and Shaquille O'Neal. One of his biggest projects was restoring a $1 million 1965 Rolls-Royce Phantom V once owned by John Lennon. He also worked on a $2.5 million restoration for the Las Vegas Mob Museum, turning vintage Cadillacs into bulletproof replicas. Beyond cars, Danny opened Count's Vamp Rock Bar and Grill in 2012, a hot spot for music and car lovers. By 2022, it was making $8 million a year, hosting over 500 live shows annually. In 2018, he partnered with a brewery to launch Count's Custom Brew, a craft beer line sold across Nevada. Danny also pursued his passion for music with Count 77, a hard rock band. Their debut album in 2014 reached number 26 on the Billboard Hard Rock chart, and their 2017 follow-up peaked at number 15. They toured nationally, played at major festivals like Rocklahoma, and by 2022 had sold over 500,000 records. From car restoration to music and business, Danny Koker turned his passion into an empire, proving that hard work, creativity, and a love for classic cars can lead to massive success. Despite counting car success, Danny Koker's life behind the scenes was far from glamorous. When the show debuted in 2012, it became an instant hit, but the workload was grueling. He often worked 18-hour days without breaks, and by 2015, the stress took a toll. He lost 35 pounds in 3 months. By 2018, filming demands forced him to reject around 37 custom jobs per month, costing his business nearly $4.8 million annually. Danny frequently clashed with producers, especially over stage drama. In 2019, he walked off set after refusing to fake a conflict with a client, halting production for 3 days and causing a $180,000 loss. The show's demands also strained his personal life. He missed major family events and admitted to feeling lonely. Legal troubles followed, with lawsuits in 2014, 2017, and 2021 accusing Count's Customs of fraud, embezzlement, and overcharging, costing Danny over $1.2 million in legal fees. Fans also began questioning the show's authenticity. Leaked documents in 2016 revealed many spontaneous moments were staged, leading to a 32% drop in online engagement. In 2018, a former cast member claimed 70% of the drama was fake, and a 2019 viral video exposed a crew member planting a for sale sign on a car just before Danny discovered it. These controversies nearly led to cancellation, but the History Channel instead enforced stricter rules, requiring at least 60% of the content to be real. The stress also impacted Danny's marriage. In 2019, his wife, Corey, admitted they hadn't taken a vacation in 3 years. By 2020, their relationship hit a breaking point, and Corey filed for separation. Danny's friendship with business partner Kevin Mack also suffered, as Kevin said they barely spoke outside of work. However, on Christmas Day 2020, Danny and Corey reconciled, leading him to step back from Count's Vamp Rock Bar and reduce Counting Cars' episode from 26 to 16 per season to focus on his personal life. On December 14, 2021, Counting Cars was quietly canceled after 10 seasons. The final episode, Mustang Madness, aired without fans knowing it was a finale. The season was unusually short, with just 12 episodes instead of the usual 26 to 30. The sudden end left storylines unfinished, like a promised 1956 Chevy Bel Air build, leaving fans confused and disappointed. After the cancellation, Danny went silent for 47 days, skipping the Barrett-Jackson Scottsdale auction for the first time in 8 years, adding to the mystery. Count's Customs removed all mentions of Counting Cars from their website on January 5, 2022, leaving fans wondering what really happened behind scenes. Fans were left in the dark after Counting Cars ended. Count's Customs removed all mentions of the show, and Danny Koker stayed silent for 47 days. Rumors swirled. Some thought he was under contract, while others speculated he retired. Meanwhile, memorabilia from the show skyrocketed in value, with a jacket Danny wore in Season 3 selling for $7,500 on eBay. Finally, on January 30th, 2022, Danny broke his silence. He posted a photo of a 1957 Chevy Bel Air with the caption, "The road ahead may be uncertain, but the journey never ends. Stay tuned, friends." Though cryptic, it reassured fans he wasn't done. Without cameras, Count's Customs thrived. Freed from TV deadlines, they tackled ambitious restorations, including a 1967 Camaro that took 2,500 hours and a $1.5 million Mercedes-Benz 300 SL project. They also embraced new tech, like a $250,000 3D printer for custom parts. Business boomed. By 2024, Count's Custom saw a 30% client increase, doubling its revenue to $45 million, twice what they made during Counting Cars. Danny worked with elite clients, including Chris Hemsworth's Thor-themed 1969 Mustang, a $30 million Bugatti restoration, and custom motorcycles for royalty. In August 2024, he partnered with Snoop Dogg to create a line of low riders that sold out in 48 hours, earning millions. But behind the success, Danny had faced personal struggles. In 2018, he revealed a heart condition linked to stress, leading him to overhaul his lifestyle. He lost 50 pounds, improved his health, and became an advocate for self-care. Before that, in 2017, he battled addiction, serving 30 days in jail for a case involving controlled substances and a former employee. Rather than hide, he confronted his issues, worked on sobriety, and used his story to inspire others, rebuilding trust along the way. In 2024, Danny shocked fans with another announcement. He was stepping away from cars to focus on music. After a 9,000-fan concert at Red Rocks featuring Alice Cooper and Sammy Hagar, Count 77 launched a Green and Gear's global takeover tour, kicking off in Tokyo with 50,000 fans. The show blended rock with a symphony orchestra and even featured classic cars appearing on stage. Beyond music, Danny pledged 50% of tour profits to a foundation preserving classic muscle cars and training young restorers. This initiative caught Elon Musk's attention, leading to a collaboration on sustainable fuel for vintage cars. The tour became a massive hit, pulling in $100 million in just 1 month, proving that Danny's passion and resilience kept him at the top, even without Counting Cars.